Last time on summer vacation was Professor Hatter. I'm going on summer vacation to Washington State. I'm going to need hats. Lots and lots of hats. I'm going to order a Seattle Mariners 920 dad hats. Oh my god, I ordered two. Where are they? Hey, it arrived. I got the wrong one! Ah, son of a... Joke's on me. See, here with Professor Hatter, here at Hattar University, we teach you hat basics. Basics of hat collecting and hat buying, organizing, displaying. We don't teach you life skill basics here. So it's kind of why this situation is the way it is. So both hats arrived on Tuesday. Today's Tuesday, before I'm filming, just less than 12 hours before we leave for vacation. And I got the notification that the Dick's Sporting Goods hat had arrived first. And I'm like, okay, so that one arrived first, I get it, because the other one was in a neighboring town, but it's still arriving for tomorrow, for Wednesday. It's like you're 2 towns away. You can make it. Not even 2, 1 town away. You can make it, trust me. So I get the notification that it was ready for a pickup at like 5:40, and my UPS store where I got it delivered to closed at 6. I called over and said, hey, can I have my package in the evening box so I can go in and, like you saw probably in my edits, that I could use the overnight keys and get in the overnight box. And yeah, it was the wrong one, because it was the 9:40. I'm like, well, that's fine. You know what? Then that would mean I spent, with shipping, $40 on a dad hat. But you know what? That's totally worth it. Come to open my Dick's Sporting Goods hat box. $9.40. Just, I can't. See, we don't teach you reading skills here. We teach you hat skills. Now, it's not a terrible hat, to be honest. It's just not what I was preferring. It's not what I was expecting. It has a structured crown. It's also Velcro. I haven't been the biggest fan of Velcro for a while. I have a few, but just no Velcro. I like strapbacks or snapbacks. But this one, yeah, wrong hat. I mean, I could have sworn that I had ordered the 920 hats, but seeing on Fanatics, it was there. So, shit. So, well, I guess I'll have to buy a dad hat in Seattle, at the airport probably. Mariners hat there. So, fantastic. So, let's continue on with the video here. At least, getting back to the Gore-Tex hat and curving the brim, because we're going to keep that fitted Mariners hat. We're going to probably wear that on the plane. So, let's get into the next scene here. So, we're going to keep the fitted hat, the 50-50. It's the only good one, really. And we're going to curve the brim with my old style, old-timey, New Era brim curver I got from New Era like 3 years ago. 2.5 probably. Well, I had the channel. I did a video on this, so it's out there somewhere. So always, like we did with the Gore-Tex, which we'll kind of go over in a bit here, one-handed filming, vlog style. We'll see how it turned out. But always, like I said before, if you're curving your brim, if you're stretching your hat, use steam. Yep, here it goes. That's pretty quick. Kind of settle it there, you know. Steam's about to go. There it goes. So we'll have him kind of sit there for a little bit. That's not going to work at all. That's a bad idea. Alright. let's just take a quick check on the Gore-Tex hat, and actually that turned out pretty well. Granted, it's been about 24 hours, so we'll see how in the morning, if it's still like this or if it reattributes back to its old size. But we'll see if I even bring this one with. We'll take a look. So let's take this off. Fuck. Yeah, that sticker is not going to be returnable. Alright, so that went fast, actually. And I'm pretty sure this is like what noodle right now for the brim. So we're going to put this out to dry and see how well that goes. And then this guy dried out real nice and actually turned out real nice. A little bit of barely noticeable stains on the hat there, on the brim. But otherwise, like, I'm sure if you remember the before picture, grungy, this is fantastic. Kind of a stain there, but I can only really notice on camera, and it's barely there unless I told you about it. So, great job with the cleaning there, and we'll have to rework the packing for the hats. So for sure, the Kraken 47 brand cleanup, the Kraken Mariners 5950, probably the Storm hat, that Mariners hat, and the Adidas dry fit over there, and maybe the Cubs dry fit. So, I mean, it's not going to be actually all that hot out in Seattle, so I might actually bring just a regular 47 brand hat with. I could bring another Cubs hat with. You know how it goes. Yeah, so that's kind of where we're at. So I'll probably make another segment in a moment or two. So I'm going to use my backpack for traveling. I'm going to have this secondary pocket for all my hats to shove in. The way I put the hats, organized them, fitted and high crowns on the bottom, that way they can build upon each other, and then have the unstructured hats kind of fill in the top layer. So we got a big Lincoln Navigator, huge boat pretty much. I sat in the way back, the apartment as I call it. This is the John Wayne Marina, where we stayed the first 2 nights of our vacation. We actually got in trouble for starting a campfire, because they had so many of the forest wildfires recently in the West Coast, so not a good place to have a fire. The Seattle Mariners Crown-Minded Kraken crossover collection hat, really nice one. Wore this a lot on the vacation. Saw a nice National Park hat. Didn't get it, but it was a nice hat. The marina was a little lake, very nice, cool out, in the mid 50s, maybe 60s, but it was very picturesque. In the Olympic National Park, it's kind of cloudy out, but it was still nice out to see some nature. Oh, we found Bambi too. My brother was trying to feed him, and he gave us his butt. So, yeah, the Olympic Mountains here, on a clear day, you can see all these mountain tops. And, oh, I guess you can't see them today. We'll try again next time, kids. Regular two-tone Seattle Mariners. This was at Lake Crescent, one of my favorite spots of the vacation. The water was very nice, very picturesque. It was great to be out in nature like this, with all the mountains, all the water. Because where I'm from, it's flatland. We're flatlanders, as they say. We found ducks. We made a few new friends. Matt was taking pictures. The Lake Crescent, the water was as teal as my brim was on my Mariners hat. It was very nice looking. It was pretty smooth, clean water, and more ducks. But yeah, Lake Crescent was a little bit warmer than it was in the mountains. It got into the upper 40s actually in the mountains, so it was nice to get to the beach and enjoy. Oh, more wildlife. We found a bear. This is a new sign I've never seen before, a tsunami evacuation route. And those look familiar. Gas prices going up higher. And of course a trip to Seattle, the Washington area, state area, would not be complete without seeing hipsters or people with their laptops, their MacBooks, and their $5 coffees. Maybe they were $7, but this place was great. Rain Shadow. Really great food. This food was by the Pacific Ocean. It was okay. And there's the Pacific Ocean itself. I've now been to two oceans, Atlantic and Pacific. So it was nice it was reminiscent of what Lewis and Clark saw. My only kind of history connection for the trip. That this is what Lewis and Clark kind of saw. And we saw a jellyfish too. I don't know if they saw the same thing, but we saw a jellyfish. It looked really weird. But it was really nice to be out in the nature area. Because, like I said, we don't have this kind of nature in Chicago area, even in the forest preserves, even outside the Chicagoland area. It's just flat farmland. So it was really nice to see this kind of nature. But of course, there's more nature ahead. Make sure when you're in nature here, you're wearing one of your kind of grungier hats. Granted, if you do wear one of your nice hats out for hiking, that's totally fine. Just make sure that you're on the lookout for any sort of stains and any kind of foot marks that you get from it. So that's why you have Crown Wipes and Crown Clean. I wasn't able to bring Crown Clean, the pump, and brush with me because they wouldn't allow that on the flight out here to Washington, but I still have the original Crown Wipes in the gold packaging. This is a classic, this is a standard for all hat collectors out there. This is for anytime you're out with your nice icy blue hat, icy under blue brim hat, whatever kind of hat you have, even for dad hats like myself. When I'm out here hiking, I'm going to be hiking probably 300-500 miles today out at Mount Rainier, so I'm going to be sweating a lot. I have some backup hats with me anyways, but just in case I do get some grungy sweat stains on my really nice cleanup 47 brand dad hats, I'm always protected with Crown Wipes. Crown Clean 2. They have wipes, they have cleaner, they have magic. I mean, again, I always keep saying that these guys have like some sort of formula built into these cleaners, but it's not. It's magic. It cleans any hats.
Take my dad's Milwaukee Brewer hat here. Very old, very grungy. The sweat stain on the top there look nasty, and then the bottom looks so bad. But with the Crown Wipes, it'll take care of any... Oh, I guess it doesn't clean every hat then, huh?
So, Mount Rainier, you have nothing on Crown Wipes. Get yours today.
Visit crownclean.com to see the full array of all their cleaning products and other merchandise. And find them on Instagram to see where they might be at a local store near you today. So after a day of hiking nearly 6 miles in high elevation, it was time for some dinner. We went to this place called Kate's Dock, and I had some nice clam chowder in a little cup, and my big meal was a salmon char-grilled burger. Garlic, butter, aioli sauce, curly fries, fixings, lettuce, onions. It was fantastic. The bun was brioche. It was freaking fantastic. I like this little sign, wash your hands. But it was one of the best meals that we had, either on this vacation or pretty much any other vacation that we've had. And we've had some pretty good meals along the way in our nearly 20 years of vacations. But this place ranks among the top 5. So we never got to a Mariners game like I wanted to, but the stadium, not T-Mobile, Safeco Park, it's huge. It was taller than expected with that roof overhead. It is massive. Nice stadium. Would like to go there sometime. So here at the Public Market Center, where they do that flying fish, they throw the fish around kind of bit, saw that. It was really cool. This is a open market area, farmers market area, fisherman's market area. It was a really, really nice Sunday morning out for this. It was really cool to see all the different commerce. It was a nice walking area outside. Kind of some car movement, but the people kind of ruled the streets. On the other side, you see the marina here, the ocean side, the Ferris wheel on the left side, and the stadium further to the left. First Starbucks ever. Kind of a cool thing to see. A lot of fresh seafood. Great smells, and great to see so many options. It's like, man, if we were staying here more, it'd be a good place to just grab some food and bring it on back to the hotel room and fry up some fish there, like that guy. He looks happy. Cafe Ole had to be a little fancy. And, I did some window shopping for some hats. Pride hat, Rainier hat, and, Starbucks in every corner. Pretty standard for Seattle. Expect nothing less. Now, this was expected, though. My sister avoiding and kind of running away from our family while we were walking the streets of Seattle, about a block and a half ahead of us usually. Oh my god, those gas prices. Yeesh. There's the Space Needle. I kind of thought it was going to be more in the downtown area, like, the Sears Tower, like the Empire State Building is in Chicago and New York, but it was a nice little park area to visit. Didn't go up, didn't need to. And there is Climate Pledge Arena class, where the Seattle Kraken will play their first season as the 32nd NHL franchise team. It was really cool to see. The arena is still kind of under construction while I was there, but it was cool to be there and at least see the outside of the stadium. I only have one Kraken hat, but I will plan on getting more hats in the future. Didn't find the team store. It was on the other side of downtown, so would have been nice, but meh. It'll be cool to have another NHL team just after 5 years after the league expanded to Vegas. So And as I'm recording this video, the team's already played their opening season game, and Vegas won. So go Vegas. But it'll be cool. Be great to get some new hats. And it was cool to see Seattle storm away, the WNBA team. We met family on my dad's side, and we met their dog, Huckleberry, a golden labradoodle. He was a very good boy. Remember when I mentioned just briefly a few moments ago, Seattle Storm? They're the WNBA team for Seattle. They won the 2020 championship for the league in the bubble, and they were hosting. They had a game while we were in Seattle, and while we were at the airport Monday morning, my dad and sister were in line to get his bag checked for the flight. My mom, brother, and I were standing outside the ribboned line area. My brother pokes me. He says, "Hey, aren't the Sky the WNBA team for Chicago?" I said, "Yeah." He said, "They're walking right past us." And I was blowing my mind. I was in awestruck. The Chicago Sky were walking right past us in all their gear. They had their suitcases with them. They had all their hoodies on. One of the players at the time was injured because the Chicago Sky were playing a game in Seattle, and they won that game. And it was just like so cool. I'm pretty sure I saw Allie Quigley, and it's like, holy crap, this is awesome. I should have said hi, I should have said go Sky. It would have looked really bad because I was wearing a Mariners hat, but it was really cool just to see them. That's probably the closest I've ever gotten to professional athletes. It does although bring up the fact that this is still a case that WNBA players, no matter if you watch the WNBA or not, that's fine, but they are professional athletes at their own level, and they still have to take flights just like regular people would, compared to even college football players getting better treatment. I see them on game day on Saturday mornings and afternoons and evenings that they get charter flights and charter buses, and they get all the works, and they're just college kids. But the WNBA players still have to take regular flights like you and me. I think it was back in 2018 that I believe it was the Aces had to forfeit one of their games because their flight was delayed and eventually canceled, so they couldn't get to the city that they had to play in to play the game. It's really pathetic. So I really hope that sooner rather than later that changes. I would really like that to change, even though a lot of people say, hey, WNBA players should get paid more. Well, let's get the whole league situated that they don't get treated like second class or even third class athletes. That would be really great. And it'd be nice to get them a little bit more exposure, and I think that would help some traction for the league before they do any expansion. And here's my annual trip to Starbucks, because this drink and a sandwich was about $12. And even though it was an airport, I still feel like a regular Starbucks, it'd be about $10. So yeah, I only go there about once a year because Starbucks too expensive and they don't speak English there. If I want a small, I say small. If I say large, I say large. None of that venti, tall, grande crap. Speak English. And now it's time to say goodbye to Seattle. Back home to Sweet Home Chicago. Can't play that song, copyright. So that's the Seattle, Washington State vacation vlog, part 1 and part 2. This was a fun vacation. My family goes on vacations a lot, and it was great to go on vacation and spend time with the family. I know that might sound like an oxymoron, but okay, maybe it wasn't that great to spend evenings with my brother and dad because I snore a lot at night, but it was great to do things with the family, not be at work, not have to deal with school and all that other hassle. But it was nice to go to my 40th state. Of course, it would have been nice to have gone to Oregon, but maybe another time. Let me know in the comments down below how many states you've been to, if you can beat 40. This is a rustic, they call this Rust Park. There is a abandoned facility to the left of the camera, and it's just a nice place. It's become a nice community area just to sit, relax, and on a nice evening like this, enjoy the bay, enjoy the skyline of Seattle. It was a great trip to go on, great places to see, great nature in the west side of the state. Hiking was fun, food was great, and of course, it would have been nice if I had gotten the 920 dad hat instead of the 940, but again, this is a hat class. This isn't reading, so maybe I'll go back to preschool with my 4-year-old cousin and learn how to read again. So let me know in the comments down below any thoughts you have for my vacation, any thoughts you have about my traveling. Do you have any travel tips for taking hats with you on vacation? Let your fellow peers know in the comments down below. Again, skip that like button. The like button means shit. Just go, comment, interact with everyone. That's how you earn your A+ and your participation points for the day. Again, I hope you enjoyed this vlog class field trip session. Professor Hattar being on sabbatical, summer vacation. But as always, hats off to you for watching, and I'll see you next time in class. Class is dismissed. Bye, everyone.